So all we're going to do today is go over again what we learned yesterday, and we're just going to practice it some more until we get some more confidence. Okay? Look at the top. It says decide whether the statement is true or false. Are y'all following? Tell me 2 ways I could do this. How can I tell if this statement, everybody look at the first example. How can I tell if this is true or false? Okay, thank you. Stick it in your calculator and see if it's true or false, right? Okay, y'all are overthinking again. Or, could I do the distributive property and see if they distributed it correctly? So let's do it that way, but you could also check it in your calculator, right? All right, so everybody look at this example. What is 9 supposed to be distributed to? 1, and did they distribute the 9 to the 1? Did they distribute the 9 to the 4?
No.
So did they do this correctly?
No.
So my answer would be false. It did not happen correctly. So do y'all see how to do this? All right, let's look at the one underneath it. Not everybody's with me. Did they distribute the 15 to the 8? Yes. Is there a minus sign because there's a minus sign there?
Yes.
Did they distribute the 15 to the 3?
Yes.
So my answer is true. Again, I could put these in my calculator to see if they did it correctly as well. All right, y'all try the next one and see if you think it's true or false. What'd y'all get?
False.
Why is it false?
Because it distributed to the 6.
So they distributed the 6 to the 10, and it was good, right? But they did not distribute the 6 to the... They just like made up something random, so no. How about the next one? Everybody, what is it? What were they supposed to be distributing? 2 to the 18. Did they do it?
No.
So what's my answer?
False.
False. All right, let's go do some examples of distributive property. Here we go. What am I distributing on this one?
3.
So 3 goes to the x by multiplication. 3 goes to the 5 by multiplication. So what will my answer be? 3x plus 15. Okay, go to the next one. What am I distributing? So 6 gets distributed to x. 6 gets distributed to 2. So what is my answer? 6x plus 12. Go to the next one. What am I distributing? So negative 2 goes to the x. Negative 2 goes to the 9. What is negative 2 times x? Plus... What is negative 2 times 9? All right, sounds like y'all are starting to really get it. Let's look at the next one. What am I distributing? So negative 1 goes to x, negative 1 goes to 10. What is negative 1 times x? Negative 1x. Plus, what is negative 1 times 10? Negative 10. What do I need to do on this one before I do anything? Change. Distribute the 4 to the x. Distribute the 4 to the negative 6. 4 times x is? Plus. 4 times negative 6 is? Negative 24. What do I need to do right here? Change. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x plus negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Are we feeling more confident? All right, let's only do one of these. Let's do this bottom right one. Do y'all feel confident in these? I only need to do one?
Yes.
Okay, but what was the main thing I told you to do before you go identify anything? Change, so you know that their value is negative. So I'm going to change, and change. What are terms? They are separated by adding and subtracting. So how many terms are there? 4. I have a term of 21, comma, now what? Negative 8x, comma, negative 4, and 9x. Are there any like terms?
Yes.
What are they? 21 and negative 4, comma, what are my other two like terms? Negative 8x and 9x. Who remembers what is a coefficient? A number in front of a variable. So there's only 2 variables, so what numbers are in front of them? Negative 8 and now on your homework from last night, are y'all listening? You need to make sure that for coefficient, you did not put an x with it. If you put that the coefficient was negative 8x, you missed it. Because a coefficient is not a variable. It is the number in front of the variable. Make sense? So check that on your assignment from yesterday. All right, the constants. What are the constants? The numbers by their, so 21 and negative 4. Do y'all feel like we need to do another one, or y'all got that? Okay, let's go to the next part because I definitely feel like we need to practice this. This is where you're going to have distributive property and simplifying all in one. So look at the first example. What am I distributing? Some of us are not paying attention. What am I distributing? So negative 12 gets distributed to the x and to the 3. What's going on with this 8x over here? It's just there, so I'm going to write it so I don't forget about it. So I have 8x plus negative 12 times x is negative 12x plus negative 12 times 3 is negative 36. And I now can combine my like terms. What is 8 plus negative 12? Negative 4. You can use your calculator if you need to. So negative 4x plus negative 36. If you forget to write the x with it, you miss the whole problem. Okay, y'all try this one on your own. Check your answer with mine. Yes?
I did that, but it was like the 21x was first.
Could you put the negative 21x first?
Yes.
Yep, as long as it's negative. And then you could have plus 17. All right, let's look at the next row. What's going to be different about this one? Look right here. When I have an x times an x, it's going to give me an x squared. All right, what's going on with these two? Anything? They're just by themselves, so I need to write them down. So I have 3 plus 6x, and what am I distributing? All right, but I need to change. So I'm going to distribute the 5x to the x and the 5x to the negative 4. So I have plus, what is 5x times x? 5x squared plus. What is 5x times negative 4? Negative 20x. And now I can combine like terms. Now listen, x's can be combined with x's, but x's cannot be combined with x squareds. So this can be combined with this, but it cannot be combined with that. Make sense? The proper way to write a written expression is to put the biggest exponents first, but again, it does not matter, but I would put 5x squared plus, what is 6x plus negative 20x? Negative 14x. Okay. Am I forgetting anything? Plus 3. Okay, try the next one on your own, and then we're done. Ooh, how many things you got to distribute? 2. I'm going to distribute the 2 to this, and I'm going to distribute the 7x to this. See what you think. Okay, if you ever need a separate sheet of paper to show your work, that's perfectly fine. 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 4 is 8 plus 7x times 4x is 28x squared. Ooh, I got to change. Plus 7x times negative 6 is what? Negative 42x. And I wrote really, really small just because I thought I was going to run out of room. Now I need to look at, can I combine any like terms? I can combine this x with this x. That's it, right? So I'm going to write 28x squared first because it's the proper way to write it. I'm done with that one. Then what is negative 42 plus 2x? Negative 40x. So plus negative 40x. I'm done with those. And I have a plus 8 left over. Any questions? Yes, sir.
I wrote that negative 40x plus 8 plus 28x.
Would be the exact same answer, yes. So if you write it in a different order, the only thing that matters is the 40x has a negative value and these two have a positive value. Make sense? I wrote it like this because it's proper way to write polynomials, which we will have a whole lesson over, so don't stress about what order you put it in today. So this, technically, if it was in proper order, the negative 21x would have come first and then this plus 17. But it does not matter what order it's in. Are we okay? There are no word problems tonight, but this word problem is kind of just like the ones that were on your assignment last night. So when I'm teaching, we should be paying attention. Yes? Okay. It's where, remember how I gave you the equation on your word problem? So look what they gave you right here. And then they ask you to solve if the total cost was 35. So you would just plug in 35 for the total cost. I just wanted to show y'all that you're just plugging in. We're not going to do it. So on your homework from last night, make sure that you solve those equations by plugging into that variable. Yes? All right. The only thing I wanted to mention on this is like if you get to number 5 or 4, you'll see that they put a dot. It means the same thing. Yes? So look at number 3. There is no dot. What are you distributing? The 6. But over here, there is a dot. It still means the same thing. I'm distributing the 2. Make sense? All right. You have over 20 minutes. So you probably could finish this whole thing because there's only like 20-something questions in the class.